Tragedy of South Korean presidents. Why do they take anti-Japan activities? Hi, I am H2. This channel shows what's happening in Japan based on the fact. Some neighbor countries try to give lots of propaganda to disregard Japan or to keep their regime based on full of their imagination. South Korea keeps making serial lies, breaking promises and anti-Japan activities such as about sex slave during war, radar emission to Japanese fighter, post-war agreements. Why they ignore international rules easily. One of the reasons seems to be the fate of their presidents after resignation. Simon Ray. He played the role from 1948 for 12 years. At the end of his post, he faced civil revolution against his fraud for his election. Due to this, he exiled to overseas. He forced to deprive of Japanese territory to Keshima Island by killing Japanese habitants. That is against international law. It was just after war Japan lost, and no military existed. Attack them to retrieve is not allowed in current Japanese institution, so still it is status quo that they illegally stay there. For them, he must be a hero, however he had no choice but exile not to be killed. Yoon Po-seon. He stayed less than 2 years from 1960. He was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment by political reasons. Finally he became innocent, however it was 2013, after 50 years surprisingly. Remember, he is better than other presidents. Park Chung-hee. He stayed from 1962 for 17 years. His wife was assassinated by Korean guy living in Japan ordered by North Korean agent. He himself was assassinated as well by his man, and his duty is over. Choi Kyu-ha. Only 8 months from 1979 due to pressure by military. He was charged of contempt against National Assembly, but he won as prosecution grace. Thanks of his short involvement, he was the only one to be safe with his family or relatives. Chun Do-hwan 9 years from 1980. Arrested and imprisoned by illicit accumulation and repression of democracy. Judged as death sentence and $200 million penalty. It was mitigated at second appeal, and finally amnestied on 1997. Roh Tae-woo 5 years from 1988. Arrested and imprisoned with the same reason as Chun Do-hwan. Fined $280 million as well. Finally amnestied on 1997. Kim Young-san 5 years from 1993. His second son was arrested by fraud and tax evasion. He was amnestied on 1999. Kim Dae-jung 5 years from 1998. 3 sons and 2 relatives were prosecuted by illicit accumulation, fraud etc. 2 sons were amnestied on 2005. Roh Moo-hyun 5 years from 2003. His elder brother was arrested by fraud. His wife was investigated as well. He himself committed suicide just before his own prosecution by fraud. Lee Myung-bak 5 years from 2008. His elder brother was arrested by fraud. He himself was arrested by fraud as well on 2018 by current President Moon Jae-in. He is still imprisoned. His son is under interrogation. Park Geun-hye 4 years from 2013. Ousted by the reason she accepted suggestion from her friend or no politician. After that, she was arrested by fraud and sentenced to 24 years imprisonment and 100 million penalty. It seems to be almost life sentence for her. It will be the same fate for current President Moon Jae-in as well. He got a lot of grudge by arresting ex-Supreme Judge, Professor etc. His daughter left South Korea and lives in Thailand with his husband. They say Moon Jae-in supported Thailand company his daughter's husband works, and money was from the government or public. That upsets the citizens. Therefore after his resignation or even during his role, he will end up with exile to North Korea who he supports, or be jailed. Common to them is anti-Japan actions, so that they can divert their problems from their citizens, and they thought their regime was maintained and they could live longer. China does the same. These activities are based on lies and their imagination, making up false history, and children are educated with these. That is why they become more extreme and defiant. Even taking advantage of this kind of unfairness for the country, they are to face a terrible tragedy at the end. Now you see a part of the reasons why they take actions of anti-Japan. Thanks for watching the video. I have lots of topics to show you.